Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Adli Abrams, a registrar working in pediatrics at George Hospital. I thought I'd make this video because tomorrow is an exciting day. We've got a new special project that we are working on. I'm working in conjunction with the interns and with the library in George. So I did a previous video where I showed you, I did a tour with through the library and explained some of the benefits of using it. So I had a chat with the librarian, Miss Miller. She's very sweet. I spoke with her. She said, what can we do? So I said, okay. So we brainstormed a few ideas. Initially, we had this idea we would bring everyone for like a day and just have like a lot of people apply for library cards. But we realized that's been done before, and not a lot of serious people attend, and then they do it and then they just don't come back. So in order to increase literacy levels amongst our young population here in George, to assist with their early childhood development, we've come up with a small, simple solution. What we've decided was that every child that comes through our clinic and that gets discharged through our ward will get a application form for the library. So this application form is actually quite interesting. It's very simple. Just need some details from the contact details and details from the caregiver. And basically you can open up a library card. It'll take a couple months, a couple weeks to get the library card, and then you'll have free access to the library and to take out books, which is epic. What I have noticed is that in our clinic we have a lot of older children between 3 and 7 up to 12, sometimes a little bit older even. And they come and they do not have books with them, and they are missing out on school. And I talk to them and I'm like, and you know, many of them are chronic conditions. They are dealing with the after effects of TB. They've got HIV. They've got lung problems, heart problems, metabolic conditions that are affecting their lives negatively, and cystic fibrosis and all these chronic conditions. And they lose out on a lot of school time. Not only that, school is so important for social development, and they lose out on all that time, which is critical, and especially for their catch up and their growth. So we wanted to increase literacy levels, and I asked them, I said, when last did you read a book? And they're like, no, maybe at school we don't. And I said, do you finish the books that you get at school? No, depends what happens. And I'm like, okay, Mom, why don't you take the child to the library? The library? They look at me like so confused, like, why would I ever take a child to the library? And I thought, Mom, you know that this child is unlikely going to become some athlete, and he or she is missing out on a lot of school time, a lot of developmental time and play with the other students. Why not assist and do your best to get this child developing appropriately? And it's always news to them. So I spoke with my interns. I've got this special task team of interns. They're usually the representatives of each group. And we've got a couple of projects lined up. We've already done Mandela Day, as you've seen before. We've got Premier Day coming up. And we've got a few other cool projects. This is the next one. So we're going to basically do a drive. So we've photocopied hundreds of these library application forms. Tomorrow I'll be handing it out, and we'll just be among the interns, and then they will disperse and go to all the patients that are in the ward, and then encourage them to open library books, not only for themselves, but the idea is that they will read it to the young ones and allow the kiddies that are a little bit older to read for themselves. That's, you know, it's something simple, but if we can get one child reading, if we can get one child in the library, it will be worth it. And that's what we're planning to do. So you'll see us tomorrow. We're going to be doing we are going to be meeting up and distributing it, taking some pictures because it's going up on our local newsletter. Just to encourage people and make them aware, so that they can do it in perpetuity, and then they can hand out these forms every time someone's discharged. It's such an amazing thing. It's something simple, something small that we can all do. If you are in a hospital somewhere, you can definitely do the same thing. No matter where you are in the rural areas in South Africa or around the world, there's always access to a library. Make it easier. Just make people aware that it's actually a service they can use, and it's a beautiful service, and they should definitely go for it. Let's help develop our kids appropriately through literacy. Sharp guys, have a lekker one. Enjoy the rest of the video.
The idea is that for this project that we're going to do is to improve childhood literacy in this George municipality. Okay, so I spoke to some lovely librarians and stuff, not too strict, and they're giving me this application form. So for those that are coming to Leeds, this will be part of the new discharge summary. So if you discharge someone that lives in the George area, if you discharge someone that's within the George area up until Uniondale, they can use this application form. It just makes it slightly easier for them, and it'll wean out those that are not serious about books and all that. So literally just a quick counsel, and you say, look here. So not only, so this is a massive amount, but it's the idea is that you're going to take it to your different wards, and you're going to give it out to the adults. It always starts with the adults. So you're going to give it to the adults. You say you definitely have a kid. You definitely need to read more because we all need to. And you just hand it out, and then you go around. Yeah, the other moms they make to the kids. The people that have amputated legs can just read. So yeah, some parents can take a picture.